Next Thursday, voters across Scotland will go to the polls to elect a new government in Holyrood that may affect the rest of the whole of the United Kingdom. It is hard to believe that the government of the SNP, which has done so much to damage the educational system in Scotland, that has seen poverty rise while in the rest of the UK it has fallen, and which has overseen a catastrophic rise in drug deaths amongst the young, would have any chance of re-election. But given the non-stop propaganda machine that is underpinned by a supine Scottish media, the hallmark of the bullying nationalist movement, it is entirely possible that Nicola Sturgeon may once again be elected as First Minister. Bizarrely, despite the fact that the SNP would rather be in the EU with its drastic vaccine failure policy, most Scottish voters believe that the success of the immunisation programme is due to the policies of the Scottish government rather than the foresight of the UK government to order vaccines when the EU did not. Such is the power of the nationalists' almost unchallenged news machine. Yet, despite all this, there may be a change underway. According to the Scottish Auditor General, most of the COVID-19 spending in Scotland has been covered by huge levels of UK government borrowing to fund the health, social care and business response. That's meant an extra £9.70 billion added onto a Scottish budget of over £40 billion for 2020-21 inches. An increasing number of voters recognise that this would not have been possible with a much smaller Scottish economy. Worse for the SNP is the revelation that only £7 billion of the extra £9.70 billion has actually been spent on COVID-related measures, with a strong suspicion that the SNP leadership have been squirreling away money that was meant for health to fund the potential referendum. It is an issue I raised this week in the House of Commons, asking how we could investigate how British taxpayers' money meant for health could be hijacked for other purposes. It echoes Matt Hancock's call in Parliament of "Where are the missing millions?" All of this comes at the end of a bad couple of weeks for the SNP, where Nicola Sturgeon's car crash interview on Andrew Marr made clear she was unable to say whether her party had actually costed the effects of independence on the Scottish economy. It was clear that she was irritated being questioned by someone who did not kneel at the altar of the SNP government, and it was equally clear that she had no idea how independence would impact on the Scottish economy, Scottish trade or the prosperity of the Scottish people. This problem was made worse later in the week by the fact that one of her most senior colleagues raised the prospect of a separate referendum on future membership of the EU, undermining Sturgeon's claim that such entry would be automatic. Clearly, no one in the SNP has spoken to the Spanish government, who would do anything to stop Catalonia breaking away, including blocking any Scottish membership of the EU in the event of independence. Incompetent at home, failing the Scottish people, undermining the Union, intolerant of criticism and unable to answer even the most basic questions about independence within the UK and beyond. The SNP have shown themselves to be the problem for Scotland, not the answer. Next week may mark the point when Scottish voters start to wake up to the toxic illusion that is the narrow-minded, backward-looking and self-serving nationalists.